Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my hard gel nails. So if you didn't watch the first part, I will link that up here in the top right corner of the screen now, and you can go watch that. It's mainly nail prep and tip application, just some tips on applying tips really. So once you've done that, you clean the nail, and now it's time for primer. I am using Light Elegance's Vita Prime, and it is an acid-based primer. So with this product you need to be very careful not to get it on the skin, because you can do some serious damage, get some chemical burns, and yeah. So you just need a tiny little drop, as you see me applying here, and that product will spread over the nail, and you just apply it right to the natural nail at the cuticle area. And it just spreads out all over the nail plate. It does a wonderful job. I really love using this primer. I get minimal lifting when I use it. So I just put that on, let it do its thing and spread out. And then the next step is to go in with tack. This is great to prepare that natural nail and the tips for your gel. So Light Elegance says that you can take tack and apply it over your tip and not have to etch the tip like I did to remove the shine, that the tack will do that for you. I went ahead and did that anyways. I just wanted to be sure that the gel was going to stick well to the tips, but they say that you don't have to do that. I haven't experimented with that yet, but Light Elegance is amazing and I trust what they say, so that may be a step I will cut out next time I use tips with this. So you just saw me using a little art brush there, and I was just using that little brush to make sure I scrub that tack into the nail really good, and that does need to be cured for 30 seconds. Once that step is done, it is time to go in with the gel. This is the Extreme Gel. I like this because the viscosity on it is nice and thick, yet it still is a self-leveling gel, and it's wonderful to work with. This brush, however, is not so wonderful to work with. I was happy to have a brush at all because my gel brushes are all at school, and so I had this in my drawer. And again, I am just using what I have on hand and trying to make the best of it. So what you see me doing here is what's called a slip layer or a wetting layer, and what you do is you take your gel and you apply that nice and thin all over the entire nail. And once you do that, then you take your bead of gel, and without curing this first layer, you go in, and that will help that gel self-level. It'll help it just go into place where it needs to go, and I really love using this technique. It works very well. So even with this terrible brush I still got a pretty decent result with minimal filing, and also a good thing because I did hand filing on this full set. I did not have my e-file, so yeah, I was again just doing the best I could with what I had on hand. So I'm just walking the gel down the nail back and forth, trying to keep in contact with the gel at all times so you don't get any air bubbles. Once you're happy with that, you cure it, and I do that again another time. I do the wetting layer, and then I do the bead and walk it down the nail, and if I'm happy with the thickness and the apex, then I go in and do my filing. If not, you can do another layer. Just continue that same step until you're happy with the shape of the nail, the apex, and everything. After it's all cured, remove your tacky layer and do your finish filing work. You can use your e-file, you can use hand file. Gel file is a lot easier than acrylic, so it's not too terrible to hand file, but the e-file does make it a lot faster. So I am just reshaping the sides, making sure everything's nice and crisp, and going over the top and getting it nice and level, and make sure there's no lumpy bumpies. And then when I'm finished with that, I will clean the nail, and then I'm going to go in with Light Elegance's Super Shiny. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with the set of nails, so I just went ahead and put a shiny top coat on to finish it off until I decided what I was going to do. So that is the nails right there, all filed. Of course the shaping could be better. Like I said, I still want to get some more training on that and work on my shaping. And this is the Super Shiny, and this is also a hard gel, and it cures for, I believe, 1 or 2 minutes in the LED lamp. Always follow your manufacturer's instructions. Any gel line it's all going to be different on curing time, so definitely read their instructions and follow those when you cure. So that just goes over the finished filed cleaned nail and then cured, and then you're done. So that is it for this for now, guys. If I decide to put something on these and record it, I will surely show you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, as always. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!